Southern Railfan is the place for amazing videos of all types of trains. Southern Railfan, subscribe today.
Okie dokie, on this model train episode, we're going to be working on a Bachmann 060 switcher, and we're going to be giving away a Lionel O-scale grain car. So let's get started. Alrighty, this is our work project for this video. This is a brand new in the box 060 switcher that has got some issues, and we'll look into that in just a bit. And our giveaway for this video, we won't be doing a giveaway every model train video, but we're going to be doing several. This is an O-scale grain train covered hopper. And it is Lionel number 6-17139. And how this is going to work out is we've done a couple of giveaways in the past that kind of got, it was hard to keep track of. So if you're interested in the O-scale car, my email address will be down in the description. Email me your name and mailing address, so I'll go ahead and get that. I'll have that ready. And then we'll do the giveaway in about a week. And I will notify you and give you a tracking number and have that on the way. If you're under 18 years of age, make sure you get your parents' or guardian's permission before you send out your information to me or anybody. So, okie dokie, keep it safe. Now, let's get started and see if we can do a little help. Help out this little 060 steam engine. Let's get rolling. Okay, this is the issue with our little 060. And this is new out of the box. Nothing. Motor's running, headlights on, but it's not making any contact with the wheel. So let's open it up and let's cut it off before we burn it up. We'll open it up here and see what's going on. Okie dokie. We'll just work right out of this little foam container here. One thing you can look at to begin with, see how these wheels are. I don't know if I can be able to get something straight, maybe to, anyway. See how these front wheels are turned in? That one looks like it's turned in a little bit. And this back axle is too close together and also turned in. So I kind of got an idea about what's going to be wrong with this little fella. It's probably going to have a cracked or broken axle sleeve. Now if you've never taken anything apart before, it's a good idea to take some pictures as you go. A little bit bigger screwdriver. That way you'll know where things are at. And when we take this apart, you'll have 3 axles. This axle back here has a gear on it. You'll have 2 copper pickups that they go around this wheel, that wheel, and they're kind of bent to where they'll make contact with this split frame. This locomotive has a split frame. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm trying to work on my lighting and stuff to make these type videos a little bit better. So we'll take that off now. Slide the drivers out. We'll set that right there. And we'll look at this. And when I was talking about the split frame, this is what I'm talking about. You have a metal part of the frame over here and metal part over there. And these bushings keep it separated, so the power from each side of the track will not be, won't make a solid point or a contact between the two, so you won't have a short. And these gears look fine. They look so if you were to hold a power wire here and a power wire there, our gears should turn fine. So let's do that. Turn our transformer on. Yep, see our motor and gears and everything turns just fine. So there's not a problem there. So it's going to be in the drive line or the axles. So we'll set this aside because we know it's fine. Set him over there. And we'll look at this. Well, the axles actually look okay. Let's go ahead and take our pickups out, and I'll show you how to put those back in when we start putting it together. Get it up here where you can see. See, those axles actually look okay, so that may not be our problem. See how they're not turning? Things is in a bind here because all this is not lined up. They have to be the same width apart. See how that one slid back together? Now everything turns free. That may be there's our problem. If you can see it or not. See that black line right there? That sleeve on that axle is cracked. That's a pretty common issue. And what it does is when that cracks, the friction that keeps these two wheels together is lost. You don't have it anymore. So these wheels will flop around all over the place, and so will that gear. See how that gear is moving back and forth? And when that gear moves back and forth, it loses contact from the seat to where it sits in there to contact these other gears. So there's a couple of ways to fix that. You can replace this gear, and this particular locomotive is not available from Bachmann anymore, but they do make something similar to it. They make a 060, like a tank style locomotive that doesn't have a tender, and this gear sleeve should fit it. Or you can take this apart and what we're doing, we're just pulling the wheel sets out of here. It's really in there. Alrighty, we'll set that over there. And the reason these sleeves are on here is again to keep from metal touching metal, to get those set you right there. Alrighty. There's our crack. See it a little better now. See how it's really opened that up there. So anyway, I'll get back. You can order this gear from Bachmann, and you're probably going to wind up $20+ for it once you get shipping and everything paid for. So I mean, if the locomotive's sentimental to you, of course, do that. But what you can do is glue your axle in here. Just glue it down to where it's on there. And see that shoulder there? That's a guide to see how far you need to push that. So if you want to take like some super glue and glue that axle in there, That'll keep it from coming apart. And then when you get ready, just reassemble it, set it back down in there. Well, I told you wrong. What you would have to do is set that gear down in there and then put your glue on it, because that axle has to go through that guide there, like that. And you could do it that way, and that would cure that and get it back to working. Or you could just hang on till you go to a train show or something and find another donor. What I'll do is I'll look through my stockpile of parts and see if I can find a gear to fit that, because we know this top part is in real good condition, and we'll try to get this little sucker back on the road. It's not in bad shape at all. Well, it's new condition, and it could have very well came from the factory cracked. There's several locomotive models over the years that's had bad gears. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I hope you enjoyed our first kind of maintenance, I guess, model train video. We've done a couple in the past. We've done some updates on the shelf layout, and we looked at our DCC system, but this is our first kind of repair video. I mean, obviously we didn't go all the way to complete to get it back on the track, but we gave you some options and diagnosed it. The next train or locomotive that we'll work on, hopefully we'll be able to put it back on the track and get it running. I've got about 45 or 50 locomotives that are ailing that we'll be working on. If you have a particular locomotive you'd like to see us work on, email descriptions down in the box down there. Email me, and we'll try to get that up and try to get you running. Seems like I was going to say something else, but oh, don't forget, if you're interested in the O-scale Lionel grain train covered hopper, again, email is in the description. Email me your information and we'll get you in the drawing. We won't do it every video, but we're going to do a lot of them. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but we'll catch it on the next video. So, alrighty. See you next time.